Lebanon, once called the Switzerland of the Middle East for its stability and economic prosperity, became the epicenter of one of the most devastating civil wars of the 20th century. Today, we explore the events that led this vibrant nation into chaos, the divisions that tore it apart, and the lasting scars of a conflict that shaped the region. In the years following its independence from France in 1943, Lebanon became a beacon of culture, finance, and tourism. Its capital, Beirut, was a hub for international banking and a playground for the wealth. But beneath the surface of prosperity lay a fragile political system, one built on sectarian power sharing. Christians, Sunni Muslims, Shia Muslims, and Druze lived side by side, but the balance was tenuous. The National Pact of 1943 established a delicate balance. A Maronite Christian president, a Sunni Muslim prime minister, and a Shia Muslim speaker of parliament. But as demographics shifted and regional dynamics evolved, so did the cracks in this system. By the late 1960s, Lebanon faced growing external pressures. The arrival of hundreds of thousands of Palestinian refugees fleeing the 1948 Arab-Israel War and the 1967 Six-Day War transformed Lebanon's social and political landscape. The Palestine Liberation Organization, or PLO, used Lebanon as a base for its operations, dragging the country into the Arab-Israel conflict. Internally, Lebanese factions were becoming more polarized. Christian groups, wary of the growing influence of Palestinians, began arming themselves. Meanwhile, leftist and Muslim groups supported the Palestinian cause, seeking to challenge the dominance of the Christian-led government. The tipping point came on April 13, 1975. A bus carrying Palestinian passengers was ambushed in the Christian neighborhood of Ain el-Romanei, killing 27 people. This event ignited a chain reaction of retaliatory attacks, plunging Lebanon into civil war. The country descended into chaos as militias took control of neighborhoods and sectarian lines hardened. Beirut, once a symbol of coexistence, became a divided city, with a green line separating east and west. The Lebanese Civil War was not just a domestic conflict. Syria intervened, claiming to restore order while pursuing its own regional ambitions. Israel launched the invasions in 1978 and 1982, targeting the PLO and attempting to reshape Lebanon's political landscape. The United States, Iran, and other powers also became entangled, further complicating the conflict. Over 15 years of war, Lebanon paid a heavy price. An estimated 120,000 people lost their lives, and hundreds of thousands were displaced. Entire communities were uprooted, and the social fabric of the country was forever altered. Massacres like those at Sabra and Shatila, and the destruction of villages, left deep scars that resonate to this day. The war wasn't just about political power, it was a human tragedy on an immense scale. The war officially ended in 1990 with the signing of the Taif Agreement, which adjusted Lebanon's power-sharing system. But peace did not mean healing. The militias disbanded, but their leaders became political figures perpetuating divisions in their forms. Today, Lebanon remains haunted by the ghost of its civil war, the same sectarian tensions that ignited the conflict linger, as do the economic and political challenge it left behind. The Lebanese Civil War was a cautionary tale, a reminder of how fragile peace can be and how division can devastate a nation. For the Lebanese people, the struggle for unity continues as they navigate the complex legacy of their past.